Hello everybody, it's Melissa and Stitchy Memories. Today what I'm going to try and do is reveal a little bit of my pattern stash. So all of my stash I guess won't be consecutive. In other words, the videos in order will not encompass everything. So this is going to be just kind of the beginning of where I'm at in the reorganization of my cross-stitch stash. So what I'm doing today is in anticipation of the Joann's DMC sale, is I'm going through some patterns to determine kind of the next ones in line I want to kit up, and then pulling out of those the ones that are primarily stitched with DMC. So what I figured I'll do is go ahead and show you a few of those I've pulled out, and then I have a whole stack of items on my desk that I'm in the process of entering into a spreadsheet for my inventory purposes. Things like insurance, just my knowledge, so that I don't end up doing what I've already done, which is obtain multiples of the same pattern. And my lighting is, well, now that's too dark. My lighting was too bright, now I think it's too dark. So let me know which is better, the lighter or the darker. So that's about as much as I can alter the lighting. So kind of the first one, it's an Amy Brukin design. It's Youth Fluffy. I probably won't stitch it exactly like the picture. This is a beautiful pink fabric that I do think I have. And I love the three kind of dancing sheep. But what I'm thinking of doing, instead of putting the words, is actually stitching the three sheep separately and just making them into kind of springtime designs. So and it calls for, back when this pattern was done in I guess it was only 2014, there were some new DMC colors, so this one is supposedly using those. This is another Amy Brukin design. It's Baby Talk, Bless You. And again, it says God bless the moon and God bless me. And it's done on the Week's Dye Work guacamole fabric, which is actually a fabric I like that I don't have. So I may be getting the guacamole fabric if I'm going to stitch this entirely as it's shown. But again, this might be one that I maybe just do the rectangle and the sheep and the stars and the moons and the clouds, and not necessarily do the wording. Not really sure, but I want to go ahead and kit it up because I know it's something that I want to do within the next month or couple months. I have a ton of whips now thanks to Stitch Mania, so I'll have to kind of keep an eye on that, but I want to go ahead and get stuff next in line to begin kitted. So even if I don't have the fabric for it, I'll take advantage of the sale and go ahead and have the DMC ready. The next one is by RETM, and it's a Wicked Accident. And I had the pleasure of meeting Ari. She actually had a period of time, that she was living in the same state I am, and she actually would stitch occasionally at my local needlework shop. So I am blessed to know her, and this is, not my absolute favorite of hers because she has so many beautiful pieces I can't pick a favorite, but this is kind of my favorite fun one. And I think that I'm going to do this on probably Cauldron, so really kind of bluish, orangish, over-dyed fabric, but it calls for DMCs and a couple of the DMC blended threads, so or I'll do it on the antique white Monaco that it calls for. So not sure if I want to go ahead and start packing that one up. The next two are from the Sampler Girl. So I think, as you all are going to find, I have a very, I guess I'm going to say, eclectic taste. I like everything from antique to modern, so, you know, it doesn't really matter if I like the pattern. You know, I'm not just a primitive stitcher, or just a modern stitcher, or just a bright colors, or just a sampler. If I like it, you know, I'll do it. And right now, I like a lot. So, this is Fiona and the Flag. I'm assuming it's a series, because it says number 1 on it. I love sheep. I used to raise sheep when I was a little girl, and along with other animals, living on various farms. So sheep are kind of special to me, and I'm trying to figure out which way to go on the camera here. I guess I should just take these out of the page protectors, because this glare is probably irritating all of you as much as it is me. Okay, so this is Liberty for You, and gorgeous, gorgeous colors. It's amazing what you can do with, you know, DMC on a good fabric, to make it look just as rich as some of the more cost prohibitive fibers. So this one, yes, a Sheep on a Hill, the collection. So I'm assuming that there's going to be more sheep. This was done in 2010, so I guess that is going to give me a research item. Okay. Now see, this is the other part, is going to have to make all this noise putting this back in the sheet protector. Okay, so this is It's a Wonderful Life pattern. Again, it's Sampler Girl. It's designed to do on 32 count natural Belfast, which might end up being what I do this on. And of course it has, you know, the house and the tree and the snowflakes and, you know, just a simple design, but very pretty. The next is by Teresa Kogut. Kogut? Probably not pronouncing it right. I know she does cross stitch and punch needle patterns, and some of them she makes interchangeable, where you can do either or. But this is called This Land, and it's another kind of July 4 Independence Day-esque type pattern. Okay, and of course it's got a sheep and a wonderful flag and freedom, very important part, freedom. So I think this is one that I'll enjoy doing. Now this one calls for DMC and weeks, and it doesn't have the conversions for DMC for the remaining for the weeks colors, so I probably will do the combination of using weeks and DMC on that, and I just have to go through my weeks stash and see if I also need them as well. And my first fabric review, there were these off-white cream colored stockings. There were 4 of them. I had 3 in camera. I have since found the 4th one. And a great friend gave me those and gave me the pattern, but I hadn't found the pattern. So she gave me 2 different patterns to choose from. And I'm kind of not sure how I want to do this. One pattern has 3 stockings, the other has 4. And the one that has 4, they go together very well. So it's Prairie Schooler, and this is called Stockings and More. It's pattern number 28. And so we have a, oops, wrong way. Okay. I don't know if you can see this because I have the camera covered up. I can't see it. So, you know, the one here with swans, and we have one with Santa. You know, this is kind of woodland, I guess, inspired, with the squirrels and the reindeer and the colors. And I love all 4 of them, and I would gladly do this as my set of 4. um, for those. But I also love I love all three on this set, but I really love the two on the outside edges. So the partridge in a pear tree and the kind of Noah in the flood inspired one. So let's see here. That would be this one and that one. So now I'm not sure if I want to do 2 and 2. So if so, just based on structure, I guess it would have to be the, hold on here, the Santa and the house with the swans and the Noah ark and the partridge. But then I don't know. So another to think on, but predominantly calling for DMC, so I'm going to go ahead and put them in my DMC start. So as you can tell, my method that I'm using right now for organizing my patterns is taking the pattern out of whatever material it came in, whether it was a small bag like this or a larger zipper top bag, and unfolding it, making it to an 8x10 or 8x11, 8.5 by 11 size, and putting it in these. It's just, to me, going to be easier to kind of flip through, to alphabetize, to reorganize, to kind of keep them flatter. There will be some that will just have to stay in the size they are, just because they're too small or too big. And those I will probably keep in like the 12x12 scrapbook plastic boxes for now. And the all of my floss is kept on the in the flossway bags on rings. I know there are a lot of better ways to store floss. I'm going to look at all them, and I'm probably going to come up with a better solution. But right now, with my space and the way I started doing things, this is kind of working for me right now, so I'm going to stick with this for a little while. But anyway, this is just kind of a highlight of kind of a little bit of my stash review, and hope that everyone has great plans for the coming up Memorial Day holiday, and God bless our troops and all of our fallen heroes. So I have many family that I'll be remembering this weekend. So not having family or friends in the area, and not being close to do kind of my normal Memorial Weekend celebrations, I most likely will be spending a lot of time watching Velocity. Anyway, keep stitching those memories, and have a great day.